everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Okay, so I want to work in my altered book junk journal again today. So last time we added this pocket for my prompt list, but look at that. The prompt list is too tall. So I want to, I think, decorate this today, and I'll just use this for something else. And I don't know what I'll do with my prompt list. I might just put it in here like this, to be honest. Or, you know, like with my December daily, I could put it in the back. You know, I could just add a pocket back here. Why don't we do that? Maybe we should do a lace no, let's do a fabric pocket. I don't really think I want a bunch of lace in this one. I don't know why. I just feel like maybe I don't want a bunch of lace in this one. Oh, you know what I'm looking at right here? I have these gorgeous handkerchiefs that we were going to use in a project that might kind of be perfect. Okay, so there is this one that's absolutely gorgeous. Should I use this one? Let's see. Move this out of the way. There is one thing. I'm not sure the best way to go about fastening this in as a pocket. I mean, obviously I would glue it with some Fabri-Tac, which would be great. Do I want it to be doubled? Gosh, that's really gorgeous. Well, sorry. Okay. Well, first of all, I need to straighten it. The other options, let's just take a look at the other options, just in case maybe, you know, because sometimes when you see it for real on a page, it kind of changes your opinion sometimes. So, okay, now this would be pretty. I actually do really like this. I didn't know if I'd want something so tall. So let's just kind of pretend like well, that is gorgeous. Okay, so there's that one. To be honest with you, in this case, I'm kind of leaning more towards this one than the first one. Okay, so then we've got this one, which is also equally gorgeous. I've got lots of handkerchiefs, to be honest with you. I mean, I got my grandma's when she passed away, all of hers. So obviously those are special, and these are some of those. So kind of don't want to use them willy-nilly, you know. Okay, so if I use this one, purple is my favorite color, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards using this one. Plus, purple with this blue cover is, oh gosh, that's really pretty. Okay, well, I do like how it's kind of sticking out, and we could do it so that it did that. Let's think. I think I want to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to decide on that, and go ahead and do I want to straighten it first or then and then? No, I'm going to cut it first, and I'm just going to cut it straight down the middle, or rip it really, and hopefully it'll rip straight. Good. Okay. And, you know, once I've used these for myself and there's extras, I'm happy to put them into other journals and stuff. But, you know, these are special. So, don't really want to, like I said, use them willy-nilly, I guess, for a better term. Okay. So, I left myself a little bit of a fold over here. So actually I prefer, I think, to fold it this direction. But I don't want to fold it and then cover that one up. So I think I will go ahead and fold it this way. And then I'll stitch that with some white thread just to tack it down. Alright, so get my little water bottle. I just keep water in this. You don't need too much, just enough to get it damp. And then you can kind of manipulate it and kind of stretch out the wrinkles just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry. And take it to my sewing machine, and I think do a zigzag stitch across the top, or maybe I'll do a fancier stitch. We'll see. Yeah, right now I'm thinking if I need to add another piece of fabric, just a piece of sheer fabric back there, because this is awfully delicate, or what I should do. Okay, so I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to go ahead and sew this, and then I'll come back and we will glue it in and have a pocket for our promptless. Okay, so as you can see, it's not exactly perfectly square, which is fine. It kind of angles down here. Gets bigger at this side. So, show you what I did. It's still just a tad bit damp. So I just did a straight stitch along the bottom of that fold, and when I knew that that was secure and I knew how it was going to behave in the sewing machine, then I just did a really small zigzag stitch, which actually, because the fabric is so delicate, you can see there it was kind of gathering, which is fine. You know, this will make a really good solid place to, because I'll be pulling this in and out of my journal, so I want to make sure it's nice and secure. So okay, I think what I'm going to do is try and line this up. Well, it's not going to be real perfect, and it looks like maybe I have a little extra on this side, so I'm going to take off, about that much, and trust me, I won't be throwing this away. This will make a really cute little embellishment for something. Okay, so that's better. That's more like what I was thinking. I wanted it to peek out just a tad on the side and the bottom, but I couldn't have it in the spine because then it would just be, it wouldn't fold. I mean, I guess it would be fine. I try to keep the spine clear as much as possible, if I can. So, okay, I'm going to put that there for reference on how high up. I'm just going to put a bead of glue along the edge and smooth it out with my finger, because really this is not going to take too much, it's not going to need too much glue to hold it in place. So, and I'm smoothing it with my finger because I don't want to see the glue through the fabric, and I may anyway because the fabric is so thin, but you know, we'll see how it goes. So, okay, just delicately laying that down. And I do want to make sure and keep enough room so that there is a little bit of give to pull the list in and out every time. Okay, so there's a little bit of extra here. So we'll see how that goes. And, you know, if I need to re-glue it at some point, that's fine. I can do that. Okay, so it looks like I need just a tad bit more up at the top here. I'm going to go ahead and just tack it directly. That way, because this is going to get the most probably wear and tear, I'd say. Okay. Get rid of my extra little gluey bits. Alright then, so keep messing with it and it's going to come away. So I don't want to mess with it too much until it's really dry and set. Oh, I hear the snow plows going. It snowed a little bit here yesterday, but it sounds like tomorrow is going to be quite the storm. They're forecasting 6 to 12 inches in our area, and I am just not excited about that at all. Oh, I was like, where did my prompt list go? It's hiding. Okay, so, oh, and it, you know, it looks really good with the anemone and the rose together. And if you haven't been watching my channel long, or, you know, if you've missed me saying this, I actually have a lot of these. These are a Japanese anemone flower. And to be honest with you, they look like weeds until they bloom. And maybe they are weeds, I don't know. But when they bloom, and they don't bloom until the fall, they're absolutely gorgeous. And there's so many of them. And I just absolutely love them. And so I have a little, I think they spread really easily. So they must be a weed. But I have a little spot for them right behind my house in the backyard, and then I also have not purple roses, but I have roses in the backyard too. So it's, you know, bringing it, the personal touch back in for it, to back in for me. All right, so, and yep, that'll be okay. It can stick up just a little bit. You know, I could still take off a little bit of the height too, or the width, I guess, if I needed to. I've got plenty of room. Well, I've got room over here anyway, but okay, well, that makes me happy. So let's go ahead and stick this in here for right now. And I want to kind of go back to this envelope in the front. I really don't know what I want to put inside of it yet, but I thought, you know, I've got all these fun things in this packet that, you know, are just kind of screaming to get used, and what a fun way to do that, right? So I don't know that I want to use this one, and it doesn't need to be a picture of somebody. Sorry, you probably couldn't see any of that, but these are some that kind of we had looked at in the past. I do like her. Since I'm landlocked, the C ones don't ring true to me, or they don't call my name as much. But I'm not opposed to putting them in somewhere, but probably not on the very first page is kind of where I'm going with that. So, oh, and then there were these lovely ladies here. She is really pretty. I do really like her, although I'm not sure if she's quite right for right there. Stick this over here too. So here's just some more bits and pieces from this, and a lot of these are actually just on copy weight paper, so I would have to back them because I want it to be a bit sturdier and heavy. Okay, so here's kind of an idea I was thinking, and I've got quite a few of these, it looks like. So this is kind of what I was thinking, where I could do something kind of like that, and then that would act as like a flap or something, or we could do some kind of collage even on this flap. I don't think I like this one per se necessarily for that spot, but oh, you know what? Okay, I need to go downstairs and look in a different thing that I just got in the mail. So I don't ever do this, but I don't know if you follow Jessica Rapp of Two Silver Oranges on Etsy, but her YouTube channel I follow, and she recently had a sale of a lot of her French ephemera, and I took advantage of that and asked her to send me a package. And so I actually haven't even really flipped through it yet, so maybe I need to film a flip through first, or just dig into it. I did open it and kind of get a quick sneak peek, so there's some really pretty things in there, but I wonder if there isn't some French ephemera in that I might want to use. So okay, I'm going to run downstairs, and it's downstairs because I had to keep it away from my kitten. He tends to chew on plastic, and I'm trying to figure out how to get that to stop. All right, so I'll be right back. Oh yes, I love how this kind of is peeking out. You can kind of see the purple, but just barely. And like with my other journals, I'll be adding more embellishments off to the top and side and probably bottom. So all right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I went through the whole packet. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea, there are some amazing treasures in there. As I was going through it, I just decided, no, I'm not gonna film an unboxing of this, but because I don't know, it just didn't seem like kind of the right thing to do. So I'm going to be keeping a lot of things for, I've been in the back of my mind thinking about doing some digital kits and things. So definitely going to scan a lot of that stuff, or at least the stuff that I know that I can scan. Anyway, so I did pull out a few things that I thought could work as maybe something to do on the front of this. So sorry, I've got glue all over me. So there's this amazing postcard. Now everything pretty much I think is French. So this is a Palace de Fontainebleau. I don't speak French at all, so I apologize for butchering that. But as I'm looking at this now, I'm like busy. So I'll keep this for something else. I pulled out, this is a ticket, an authentic ticket, Bordeaux Saint Jean. You know, I've been to France, I've been to Paris, and I wasn't there for very long, unfortunately, but got to do some pretty cool things. So this is really neat too. Oh my gosh, my kitten is going to make me angry today. Sorry. He's been trying. Let me just say that. Okay. And then there was this little booklet, or she pulled this from a book. So, and this one isn't super old. Okay, sorry about that. He was getting into things that he shouldn't be getting into. I don't know, he goes through these phases where he's really great, and then phases where he's really terrible. And I think I'm in a terrible phase at the moment. So he's being a kitten. He's trying to learn his boundaries. And I just shut the door. So if you hear crying and meowing, sorry about that. Okay, so this is from a book. It doesn't appear to be a really old book, from what I can tell. but showing some really cool artwork. Sir Galahad. Actually, I had a book that I just recently sold. Yeah, he's pawing at the door now. Where this was the artwork on the front of the book. It was for young readers. So whoever's got that, yay for you. And then this gorgeous picture here. So yeah, just some really pretty pictures, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. The Thinker, of course, by Rodin, and The Lion of Belfort. So here's kind of where I was going. I got to see both of those in person. We went to the Louvre when we were in Paris. So, you know, it was very quick, but they're really awesome. So, and then there's this here. So I think maybe what I'll do, and then the back side is just the index. So I'm not too worried about ripping this page up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Okay, so here we go. We've got both of them removed from their pages. I do think I like this one better, but then as I was looking at these, I thought, well, why couldn't I put both of them on here in some way? Potentially. We could stack them, but maybe. I don't think I like that. I think, honestly, I'd rather have one of them be a focal point, and then possibly this behind it. I don't know about that either. Definitely think I want to put this somehow on here. Gosh, I'm having one of those things where you don't want to cover anything. And when you do collaging, you kind of got to do that. Okay, so I'm looking over here at my scraps to see what might work as a potential help for a background. I don't know about the color of that one. This potentially would work well. This would also work well. I do love this printable so much, but it is a printable. Well, any of these I can reprint at any time, so that's nice. Okay. I feel like we need to get some color injected into this somehow. But I guess that's color. Okay. Oh, you know what else I pulled out? She included these little packet of trim and buttons. I don't think I want to put a button, although it wouldn't be a bad idea. Let me get some color in here this way. I didn't know that I wanted to go peach and orange, but I have my eye on this. That's a little too much peach and orange, though, I think. What is this button here? Well, that's pretty. Look at that. That is old. Used to be purpley pink. Okay, well, I wanted this one to be quick and easy, and it's not turning out that way. I don't think the buttons really work for this, so I'm going to keep those for something else. So, okay, and then this ribbon, I have other ribbons. If I do ribbon, like I said, I don't want to bulk this up too much, so okay. Okay, you know, we could just do a fun collage of backgrounds with this. So let me go ahead and kind of get started on that. I'll put these off to the side and use those again somewhere else. Yep, make sure it's upright. Okay, and then we could do actually, it doesn't need to be that nice. It could be more like this. I'm gonna have to ink around this anyway. Okay, so, and I don't necessarily want it to be overly tall either, so let's kind of decide about here. Okay, got some pieces for keeping for later. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ink around these edges. I need to keep it no wider than this, I think, which leaves well, if I put this on here, it's just going to cover everything, so don't really want to do that. Okay, I'm going to keep this out, although I do love the color that it's injecting. And then we could do maybe that, but then this is awfully thick compared to everything else. Okay, I'm going to jump up here real quick. And get this. Okay. So let's inject some new with the old. How's that sound? In place of the authentic ticket, which is awfully thick, it's cardboard basically, and then I can get color that I'm trying to get with that's not really working, and then this can stay the focus then, which I like that idea. So now let me find my tweezers. This one's calling to me, but it's a little too dark. I don't know how much green ones I have left. That's a little too matchy. Okay. Boy, I don't like any of these. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, that's a little better. I feel like I got more somewhere else. That's a little too much. Okay. Pull that one out just in case. All right. So we've got those. Now, okay, so these are nice because these are kind of transparent. They're like washi stickers, but then they have this gold foil, which I'm not sure I'm really into for this page. But something like this might be nice if I could show it to you without covering it. So here's that. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm going to pull it out just in case Yeah, the rest of these they're nice, like I say, but I don't know that they're quite right. Okay, so something like this. That's pretty obvious. Well, let me pull it out just in case. I'm looking for something else that's kind of green. I feel like we need just a little bit more green somehow. And maybe something like this is what I need. Just a hint. Okay, and that's it in here. Okay. So, I think we got enough to work from here. Now, let me deconstruct what I've got here and start over. Okay. So, I know that I want these, and they need to be, well, what I need to do is ink around these edges first really quick. So, let me do that. Got those inked, and I think they'll look a lot nicer now. Okay. So that's around where I was thinking I wanted it to be width-wise. So let me put this back here where it was. Now, I kept trying to enforce this green somehow, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to show all of it, so maybe something like this, and then we could add this one a little bit taller because I like the look of that one a little better. And then the Parisienne, I don't necessarily think I need. This one's just hard to read, but you could put this one maybe down here. I like that. I think that's what it's going to be. And then I'm not going to worry anymore about the green because this has a hint of green to it too. So, all right, so I'm going to glue this down and stick it all down, and I'll be right back. So I've got everything glued down. Let me add a little bit more glue here. Just make sure this is not going anywhere. I really love how this turned out. It's not quite what I had in mind originally, but I'm really, really loving it. Okay, so now we just need to add some glue here. And get it attached. And yes, I do remember we've got this little weirdo thing happening down there. So maybe, what shall I put there? Okay, so that's working now. Okay, so what do I want to do? Do I care that this is completely stark white behind there? I think I probably do. Well, we've got these two things. I could easily add a little label down here. Oh yeah, I like that. And then we've still got this, but oh, I'm knocking everything over. So the other thing I'm thinking about is I don't want this to be super, super busy. I was thinking this could maybe go inside there, but it's just a tad too wide. Okay, so let me add a little bit of distress stain to this just to kind of age it just a little bit. And then I'll have to find some kind of number or something. I've got all kinds of things I could put. Replace that number, replace this number with something else. Why not? With another number. Okay. Or I could put today's date. Actually, I kind of don't mind it just being blank like that. So now, what shall we put on the back side of this? Okay, let me come back into my, oh, you know what? We could do maybe something with this then. But let me come back over into my stash of papers and let's take a look and see what we might find. These are, I don't think I want anything that's got like a focal point necessarily. I think I just want like, yeah, something, maybe something like this. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to use that somewhere for sure. Squirrel. Pull that out too. Oh, you know, we could put one of these lovely ladies. Where's that one? This one that I just fell in love with last time. Her. Okay, so let's pull her out. I'm just, you know, I say things and then I do the exact opposite of what I say I want to do. But, you know, I guess whatever. It's the creative part of me, I guess, right? Like, I'm gonna pull this out in case we need. That's awfully busy though. I'm gonna pull that out. Here we go. This is more like what we've got some really awesome. Okay, so I've got plenty. Oh, and here's my numbers. Look, 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 look. Okay. So let's pull that out. Gotta get this into a folder. Okay. Trying to keep things somewhat organized so I can put them back where they should go. Alrighty, so let's take a look at this lovely lady and see what she might look like when you open the page. Maybe if she doesn't go on the back side of the envelope flap, she can go into the envelope itself. But as I say that, I do want her to be more visible than just that. So up. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Okay, well, we've got a couple of things to think about because as you can see, we've got the back of her photo showing now on the front side, and I don't necessarily want that to happen. How to deal with that? Well, let's take a look at these numbers and see one that we might want to put onto our sticker here. I think this needs some glue. Cool. All right, well, I feel like I'm a little bit stymied at the moment on what to do. I could just put some packing paper here. Well, that fits pretty nicely. You know, I could do that and then it would be fine for it to hang out from the outside. Okay, I think I might have just solved my problem. So let me find a larger piece here. So if that goes like that, it needs to move over a little bit, which it would because I need to cut some more off of this side. So let's take some off down here and rip. The flap that I didn't want to get too thick is getting too thick. But, you know, hey, that's all right. Okay, so now we have a problem here. Let's see what happens when we do this. Okay, that works better. All right, so now I just need to add some glue. Yeah. Okay, so just gonna add some glue. To the exposed places. Make sure that'll fold. Just barely, but it's there. Okay. This is actually turning out really cool, I have to say. I'm kind of pleased with it. Okay. Oh, a little bit more. I don't want to glue where there's no papers, so. All right then. Okay, so we have two options now, I think. We can leave it. Yeah, that really helps. I like that a lot. And you can still kind of see the label barely peeking through down here. And then when you open this, now let's take a look and see what, do we want her on the back side? Maybe she goes here. Could do that. But then it's going to make it hard to get into. Okay, well, she needs some inking around her edges, so let me do that really quick. Okay, so just inked around her edges there. And as I was doing that, I did decide I do want her on the back side here, so I'm going to go ahead and glue her down. Well, guys, this turned out really cool. I am very pleased with this. It's very bottom heavy, and I'm kind of thinking about that right now. Like, do I add a tab at the top, or I don't know. Kind of wondering about that. You know, I do have these. Let's go ahead and punch out. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just cut out. Okay. Did I do that upside down? I sure did. Oh, I do that all the time. Okay, this is upside down. Well, let's go ahead and use it. Okay, which actually might not be the end of the world. Well, one of these is going to have to be upside down. So that's fine. All right, I need to ink around these edges. Okay, well, I have to admit, I kind of love it. So here's a closer look, and I should use a tab to open it. And then there's that little label down there. So I think this needs to stay blank for now. I don't have anything necessarily that I want to put into there today, or behind. So that can be left for another day. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun. So we've got our prompt list in a nice little home here. And we've got this taken care of. too. So, all right, and the next time we'll actually use something from the prompt list because I don't know that I really have much more decorating on the inside and front and back covers beyond adding something here, but we could use this as a prompt exercise too for whatever we put into there. So, all right guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.